But what a fantastic job the lady's done of building this bridge. Now once we pass down through the bridge, coming up on the right hand side, the building with the illuminated sign is the National Theatre. It has been voted by 7 leading architects as being the ugliest looking building in London. Prince Charles described that as looking like the back end of a nuclear power station. He said it's one of the ugliest buildings he'd ever seen. I do think most people would probably agree with him. Now also to the right, coming up, the tall tower block with all the windows, well that is Kent House. That is all a part of the ITV network. It's over there where we have the studios for our local news programme, London Today and London Tonight. They do use the river as a backdrop. You quite often see the boats travelling up and down in the background. Give them a big smile and a big wave. You never know, there's a very good chance we could be on the telly as I speak. If you're here with someone else's husband or wife, you better look to the left. If you do look to the left, the large white ship is the Wellington, former sloop of the New Zealand Royal Navy, and now permanently moored up as a floating livery hall for the Honourable Company of Past Master Mariners. To be a Master Mariner, you'd have to serve time at sea as a ship's captain. The president of that ship is Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. As we go past the ship on the river bank, the stone archway with the face of old Father Thames in the middle, Temple Arch. This is the boundary line between two cities. The city of Westminster we are just about to leave. We're now about to enter one of the world's smallest capital cities at only 1 square mile, the City of London. Now as we head down through the City of London, you may notice there is very little advertising on the banks of the River Thames. This is because we have very strict advertising laws. But if you look to the right hand side, you'll see how an architect has very cleverly got around the laws by incorporating the company's language and building. Look at the tower on the top, the windows, Oxo. I'm sure you've all heard of Oxo, the people who make the famous gravy stock cube. The building no longer belongs to the Oxo company, but it is a Grade 2 listed building, therefore can never ever legally be removed. Comprises of many different things. The bottom's a few shops, middle is luxury apartments, the top is the famous Oxo Tower restaurant. Diver there, lovely meal, lovely views of London, not so lovely prices. To the left hand side, the red brick Gothic style building looks a bit like a church. Well, that is the Zion College and Library. Houses over 3,000 very rare and expensive books, including Queen Victoria's own personal Bible and diary. The building next door with the sloping roof, the spire in the middle, the old City of London School for Boys. Many famous people educated over there, the likes of Lord Asquith and Lloyd George, two of our former Prime Ministers. The building now belongs to JP Morgan, the American bank. The semicircular building on the end is Unilever House, the London offices for Lever Brothers, one of the largest manufacturers in Europe today, making over 800 different products. We now have a group of bridges. The first bridge, the Blackfriars Road Bridge. It is followed by the Blackfriars Railway Bridge. As we go through, in the middle is all that remains from the first ever railway bridge to span the River Thames. The old St Paul's Railway Bridge carried the first steam trains across the river for the Chatham and Dover railway system. Now the top half of the bridge was removed many years ago. It couldn't take the weight of the modern day trains. The reason the old pillars remain, they purposely built the new bridge before dismantling the old one. They then discovered they'd built them so close to each other, if you was to pull the old foundations out, the modern day bridge would become unsafe. Well, in fact, that's actually a lie. They did purposely build them alongside each other. The reason being, all they had to do then was slightly divert the railway track. It wouldn't cause as much disruption. Now, once we pass down through the bridge, coming up on the right-hand side, the building with the tall chimney, is the old Bankside Power Station. Today it is Tate Modern Art Gallery. If you're interested in modern art, go over there. You can see things like a pile of old bricks, half a cow in a jar, a bit of screwed up newspaper, and even a light bulb that flicks on and off. What a fantastic day out. If you want to see a real work of art, look to the left hand side. Dominating the skyline there is the dome and cross of Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece. It's St Paul's Cathedral. It took Wren 35 years to complete. It stands 365 feet tall. It is the second largest unsupported cathedral dome in Europe, second to that of St Peter's in the Vatican City of Rome. The red brick building in front of St Paul's, the new City of London School. They tell us many of the people being educated over there will probably turn out to be future statesmen, MPs, bankers, possibly even future Prime Ministers. Basically, they teach you how to thieve, lie, cheat, and of course, fiddle your expenses. Linking the take to St Paul's, Norman Foster's Millennium Footbridge, nicknamed the Wibbly Wobbly Bridge. The reason being, on the opening ceremony, they discovered the bridge was swinging and swaying from side to side. They had to close the bridge down for 18 months, spent another $4 million on it, restructuring the suspension supports, but as you can see, it's open today and very popular. Now, as we pass down through this bridge, folks, we're going to call it our next stop. This is the Bankside Pier. Take Modern Art Gallery, Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, across the bridge at St Paul's Cathedral. Anyone who wishes to leave us at Bankside, you must do it now on the outward bound part of the journey, as once we leave St Catherine's, we will be direct back to Westminster. Boats in the service today leave every 40 minutes. Last boat tonight, please be here by 5:15 for 5:20, but please be no later than 5:15. If you are leaving us, folks, please make your way to the exit. We are literally straight in and straight out. We're here for no time whatsoever. If you're leaving, please ensure you have all your belongings and do take care as you step from the boat to the pier. If you're staying on, just bear with me, folks, no more than a minute or so. I will be straight back with you, but thank you all for your kind attention so far.